Kyle McDonald give you any scouting report on Utah since he has experience with the program?
We've had good talks about it. I mean, I've always been careful about overdoing something like that. People change and adapt from year to year. I mean, if somebody that maybe was in with us at the previous spot last year wouldn't understand some of the differences now. So I think more the focus for us, kind of like the questions a few weeks ago with Eric Gentry before we played Arizona State, is trying to stay focused on us, trying to stay focused on executing what we do well. That's way more important, especially against a really good football team.
What's the preparation? You prepped with crowd noise and everything headed into Oregon State. What's the preposition like going into Rice Eccles this weekend?
Yeah, it'll be a fun atmosphere. We need to operate a little bit more clean. That'll be important for us. We think we'll be ready to do that. Obviously, be important to the game as part of playing great road football. There's different dynamics that you have to handle well, and we need to handle well this week.
What can a young running back like Raleek Brown learn from watching Travis Guy?
Consistency in the way, and it shows up. You all see it on Saturday. I mean, we see it every single day, right? There's a reason why the guy plays like he does week in and week out. He prepares at an elite level. He's very consistent. He makes very few mental mistakes. He's very mature. He's a very consistent competitor, and because of that, it shows up all the time on Saturdays. And that's, for a guy that has talent like Raleek, it's important to learn those lessons. And, Travis Dow probably didn't know those as a freshman either. Sometimes those are things that you grow into. Raleek is growing, and it's a great kind of thing for him to shoot for. A great role model that if he can develop his game the way Travis has, he'll have a chance to be a very good player.
After watching the film, what maybe wasn't working in the passing game?
We missed a couple of throws, and we dropped some balls. I mean, you throw it 30 times, and you take really, you take really 10 of those off the board that were either a missed throw or a drop pass. I mean, they're pretty good on the rest of them. There's not a whole lot left, and then the game became basically insight through the fourth quarter, which is fun. And that's how it needed to be. So you just wanted the nature of the game, more control on that. So we were totally controllable on our end. Missed some things that we would expect to finish, but we're able to make it up in other areas.
When Cam Rising was committed to you when you were at the previous stop, about him in that process, how have you seen him play out in his career?
Yeah, he's a cool kid. It was good to be able to reconnect with him. It had been a while. Reconnect with him at the Metro Media Days. He's a neat kid. He's got a great family. It's been cool to see. He bounced around obviously a little bit, and he's obviously found a tremendous home. And it seems like he's really been a great fit there for the team. What they've done offensively, he's run it very well. And then you can see this year just his evolution. He's more experienced. They're doing more things, I think, through him, which is no surprise. Running the ball well, throwing it well, and that's why recruiting coming out. I thought he was a really good player. He's been a very good player. I'm obviously not on the same side with him this week, but I'm excited for his career how it's gone and how it will.
What Bobby was last week, missing 3 minutes after that decision?
I just felt like it was the right decision. We got guys that can practice well. We got some tough decisions to make there. We felt like it was, in that situation, was right.
Pass rush was kind of questioning heading into the season. You guys now lead the nation in sacks. What's kind of worked with that kind of?
Good team defense. I think the fronts, obviously, they bought into the notion that if we're not in the backfield, we're not playing the way we want to play. So we've been able to get some production from multiple people. It hasn't just been two. Is obviously a force for us, but it hasn't been just two. We've covered pretty well in the back end. That's always a big part of it too. A few of those the other day we got home really clean, and a few of them we did a nice job of not giving them anywhere to throw and making guys hang on to the football. And so sacks are typically, unless you have just 4 elite pass rushers, most sacks typically have a team defense aspect to it, right? Everybody's got to be doing their job, and we've been able to do that and have some explosive plays, and we've gotten better. Our pass rushers certainly gotten better.
Lincoln, at the halfway point of the regular season, as you look back, what are you most proud of, and what are you looking to see the team build upon second half of the season?
I mean, pretty simple. Man. Proud we won all 6 games, right? You know, that's and not necessarily the record, but what went into that. Also looking forward to. There will be several 6-0 teams. There'll be some that finish really well, some that finish okay, and some that don't finish very good. And, so it's great, but it is just a start. It's not a guarantee to anything. So it'll be a challenging second half of the season. But like this is when it gets the most fun. Like this is what you do it for. Like, put yourself in a great position. Now it's time to accelerate and be our best.
Lincoln, on another note, this is Jalen Hurts' first year since high school to not have a new offensive coordinator, not have a new system. How do you think that exposure has impacted him as a player today, and how did your team prepare?
Well, you're right on that point. I told every NFL team that came through that the positives and negatives, and a lot of every question from every team was, how do you project this guy? And I told them all, I said, I think he's going to be a really good player. He's got a pro mentality. But I said, I don't know where his ceiling is because at that point it was five straight years of new offensive coordinators. I think we were 5, you know, and then he's had a couple up there. So, I mean, it's, I told somebody if he ever gets some continuity in the system, watch out. I was fired up that the Eagles took him at the time. And, yeah, I mean, I think our time together, it was short, it was fun. You know, he made me a better coach because he's just kind of his approach was really unique, and it was fun and challenging at the same time to coach. He probably said the same thing about his experience with us. I think maybe more than anything, we got him to loosen up a little bit, got him to relax. He was, you know, Jalen's a pretty, pretty serious at times stoic guy, and then coming out of the program that he did, there's a little bit different approach, and obviously super successful on both accounts. But yeah, I think kind of allowed him to be able to relax and enjoy, play the game maybe a little bit more free flowing. And then what the guy's done though is he hasn't used it as poor me. It hasn't been I've had all these coaches, right? I just try to take the best of each one that I can, and I think that's what it's part of it is.
How much have you noticed defenses maybe treat Jordan a little differently as they've had a little bit more on film?
Not much. I mean, when you're running the ball like we have, when your quarterback's also throughout the run game, and when you have other good receivers, it's tough to. At times he's seen a little bit of extra attention, but it hasn't been. It's not like he's getting double covered every single play. So
Let's do one more.
he's done a nice job for us. I mean, we had a couple of real opportunities to get to him the other night, and he's obviously had a really good first half of the season, but I think Brian would play really well this year.
Do one more.
You guys need to do first half of the season, 6 more victories. What do you guys have to improve on?
Just 6. that'll get
Regular season.
Yeah, everybody calm down. All right. We got to get better. Like the target moves. Like it's what's good enough week 1 is not good enough week 3, is not good enough week 7, not good enough week 9. I mean, it's not. Other people that you play, you gotta expect their best and expect that they're going to get better, and you can't say, well, this was enough to get these, so it's going to be enough to do that, because that's just not the nature of it. And the reality for us is, we are excited about the winning and some of the good things we've done, but we still come back each week and know there's a lot more in the tank with these guys. And so I think maintain kind of the team culture, team chemistry that's happened, and I think we have got to not get too happy and satisfied, and we have got to continue to accelerate and push and get better, and the guys have got to keep responding. If we do that, we'll give ourselves a chance every time we step on the field.
Thank you, Coach.